whatever time it is when you're watching this video. What's up with y'all? I know I haven't been on in a very long time. It's been like a month. Hey, I've been busy. I've been in school, doing work, you know, doing all types of stuff. But you know, that's another talk for another day. Let's just go ahead and get right into the routine. We'll be doing an advanced yoga flow today that targets your full body for strength and flexibility. So without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. And we're gonna start in the standing position on the mat. Let's go ahead and meet me on the mat. We're just gonna first start off with some breath work. So go ahead and take a deep breath with me, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. We're gonna take 2 more breaths like that, and then after that we're gonna introduce some breaths of life, and then we can get into our actual yoga routine. So let's take 2 more breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. Let's take 1 more breath like that. Deep inhale and a deep exhale out. All right, we are now gonna do our breath of life to just get us with a lot of energy and vitality. So without further ado, I'm just going to show y'all how to do it first, and then we can do it together. So this is the breath of life. Basically, you're gonna be taking a deep breath in. You're gonna raise your arms up like this. Take another deep breath in, T shape. 1 more deep breath in, arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to fold. And that is the breath of life. So we're gonna do that for about maybe 3-4 times. I'm gonna say 3, and if I feel like we should do some more, I'll tell y'all. But let's just start off. Deep breath in, inhale, T shape. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Couple more times. Deep breath in, inhale, T shape. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. 1 more time. Inhale. Inhale again, T shape. Inhale again, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. And with your next deep breath in, go ahead and roll your shoulders up as you slowly roll up into standing. And that was our breath of life. Now I'm feeling energized. Now I'm feeling ready for the rest of our yoga flow. So without further ado, go ahead and start to spread your legs a little bit wider than hip distance. They don't got to be too wide, but you don't want them to be side by side either. With your next deep breath in, you're going to raise your arms up to the sky, lengthen up your spine, stretch the crown of your head up. Deep breath here. And as you exhale, I want you to clasp your hands together and lean towards the left, getting a deep stretch down the right side of your body. Go ahead and keep those hands clasped together as you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale it out. 1 last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and lean to the right, pushing your hips out to the left, getting a nice deep stretch down the left side of your body. Inhale here and exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale it out. Last breath here. Deep breath through the nose. And a deep breath out as we go back into a neutral position. Go ahead and lower your arms down by your side. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. With our next inhale, go ahead. Look, I just had a total brain fart right there, right in that moment. Like my brain literally just went blank. But anyway, inhale, stretch those arms up to the sky. Exhale and fold forward, hinging at the hips. Nice and slow movement here. Fold forward. Go ahead and place your hands on the mat. As you take a deep breath in, go ahead and relax your neck. Let your neck and head hang heavy here as you inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose or mouth. If you want, you can deepen this fold by maybe spreading your legs a little bit wider and folding deeper here. Let's take another inhale with me and then exhale it out. We're gonna take 1 more breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, I want you to take your hands, I want you to walk them to the left side of your mat as you turn your feet out towards the left, coming into a pyramid shape here. Take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out here. 1 more breath with me. And as you exhale, I want you to take that left foot. I want you to step it back right next to the right as you shift your hips back, coming into a downward dog. Go ahead and readjust if you need to. We're going to take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to bend our knees, lowering down all the way into tabletop or hands and knees position, whatever you want to call it. We're going to stack our wrists under our shoulders, and we're going to stack our knees under our hips. We're going to take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. With our next inhale, we're going to rock our shoulders slightly over the wrist. Just starting to do a little, some wrist prep here. And as you exhale, you're going to shift back, shifting your hips towards your heels. So we're going to continue with this seesaw motion, inhaling as we rock forward over the wrist. Exhaling as we send our hips back towards our heels. Let's keep this movement going. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me, rocking forward over the wrist. Exhale, send those hips back. Last breath here. Inhale, rocking forward. This time we're going to hold ourselves in extension here, pushing the ground away as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, send your hips back towards your heels, coming into a child's pose. Hold it here for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and pick those hips back up, shifting back into your tabletop. From here, we're going to tuck our toes, pick up our knees, and shift back into downward dog. Go ahead and take some time to paddle out that dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you want to, you can start introducing some hip movements here. Maybe as you paddle out your feet, you're turning your gaze under your arms, but you don't have to do that. You can actually keep your neck relaxed, gazing at your big toes if that is most comfortable to you. Let's go ahead and take one more deep breath here. And as you exhale, find stillness, grounding down through your heels. Take another deep breath with me. And as you exhale, start to walk your feet to your hands. Nice and slow movement here. Walking yourself into your forward fold. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. With your next inhale, go ahead and windmill those arms up, coming into your mountain pose. Bring those hands down to prayer. Meet me here in Savasana as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We are now going to get ready for some sun salutations. So if you guys are ready for that, go ahead, meet me here in Savasana. Deep breath in, arms go up, reaching to the sky. Exhale and fold forward, hinging from your hips. Inhale with me as we halfway lift, placing your hands on your thighs, extending the arms to halfway lift. Exhale and fold forward, placing your hands on the mat. Deep breath in as we step back to high plank. Readjust if need be. Readjust your hands, readjust your feet, finding that perfect position. Once there, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and rock your shoulders over the wrist, lowering down through chaturanga, nice and slow until your belly is all the way against the mat here. Once there, take another deep breath in as you extend the arms, coming into cobra. Inhale with me. Exhale as you tuck your toes, picking up the hips, shifting back to downward dog. Deep breath here. Exhale, walking the feet to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, fully stand. Exhale, hands to prayer. And that is round one. We're going to do 2 more rounds of our sun salutations, and then we can move on from there. So let's do our 2 more rounds. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, this time we're going to hop back into plank. So instead of walking our feet back, just go ahead and bend your knees. Exhale, take a little hop. Hop back into plank. Readjust if you need to. See, I'm readjusting right now, just readjusting my palms. And once there, take another deep breath in. And like I said, as you exhale, we're going to rock the shoulders over the wrist and lower down through chaturanga all the way to our bellies, nice and slow and controlled. From here, we're going to set the flats of our feet on the mat. Inhale as we extend the arms, coming into upward dog. Deep breath here. Exhale as you tuck your toes and shift back into down dog. Inhale here. This time, instead of walking our feet to forward fold, go ahead and bend your knees. And we're gonna take a little hop into our forward fold. Exhale all that breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, fully stand. Exhale, hands to prayer. Let's do that one last time. Deep breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Place those hands on the mat. Inhale as you bend those knees and hop back. High plank. Deep breath here as you readjust. Exhale as you rock the shoulders over the wrist and lower down through chaturanga. Nice, slow, and controlled. From here, deep breath in as we go into any back bend of your choice. I'm going into cobra. Let's take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, pick up those hips, shift back, down dog. Deep breath here. Exhale, hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Me, I'm gonna hop. Boom, here we are into our forward fold. Exhale all that breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, fully stand. Exhale, hands to prayer. And we did that, and that was our sun salutation, guys. Now we can continue on to there. Deep breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward, forward. This time I want you to walk your legs back into downward dog. Deep breath in, walk those legs back. Settle into your downward dog here. If you want to, you can paddle out your legs, or you can stay in stillness. Me personally, I'm just gonna paddle them out. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm keeping my neck and head relaxed here. I'm gazing at my big toes as I continue to paddle out my legs for one last breath. Inhale here. And as you exhale, let's meet those who are already in stillness. Exhale and find stillness in your downward dog. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. With your next inhale, go ahead and bend your knees, kick your right leg up, coming into three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale as you pull that right knee into your chest. Take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, you're gonna take that right foot, you're gonna step it in between your hands just like so, getting ready to go into a high lunge. Once you're feeling stable and secure, with your next inhale, go ahead and windmill those arms up. Use the ball of your left foot for a bit of stability here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower those hands down to prayer. Staying in your high lunge here. Take another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and lower the left knee down, coming into a low lunge. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Two more breaths here in our low lunge. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. Remember, guys, we're not sinking into the ground here. We're actively pushing ourselves up and away from the ground inside of our low lunge. One last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and lower your hands down to the mat, framing your right foot here. Deep breath in as you tuck your left toe. Pick up that left knee, and I want you to straighten the right leg, coming into a pyramid pose here. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here in our pyramid pose. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 1 last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to look forward, gaze forward. Shift your weight into your right foot as you hop your left foot forward, stepping it right next to your right foot here, meeting yourself in a forward fold. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out here. If you want, you can keep your feet next to each other, or you can spread them a little bit wider than hip distance. We're going to prepare ourselves to go into a chair pose. During your next inhale, I want you to start to bend your knees, sweep those arms up, and sink your hips low. Shift the weight to the heels of your feet, coming into chair pose. Make sure your spine is not arching here as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Keeping the legs engaged. Exhale. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward, straightening out the legs. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we walk the feet back into downward dog. Go ahead, meet me in downward dog here. Readjust if need be. We're going to repeat all of that on the left side. So deep breath in, bend the knees, kick the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Deep breath here. Exhale, bring the left knee into your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, step that left foot in between your hands just like so. We're preparing ourselves for a high lunge here. So when you're feeling stable, with your next inhale, windmill those arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands down to prayer. Let's settle for a couple of breaths here in our high lunge. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. 1 last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and lower your right knee down, coming into a low lunge. Deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths to go here, guys. Inhale. And exhale it out. 1 last breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, I want you to take your hands, lower them down to the mat as you frame your left foot here. Deep breath in as you tuck your right toe. Lift your right knee up off the mat as you straighten your left leg, coming into a pyramid pose. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's settle for a couple more breaths here in our pyramid pose on the left side. Inhaling through our nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to gaze forward, look forward. Shift your weight into your left foot. As you take the right foot, step it forward. Step it right next to the left foot, settling into your forward fold here. We're going to go back into another round of chair pose. So go ahead and start to spread the legs about hip distance apart here. With your next inhale, go ahead and start to bend the knees, windmill those arms up as you sink your hips down and back, coming into a chair pose. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. 1 last breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, lower the arms down to the mat. Straighten the legs, coming into your forward fold. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. With your next inhale, go ahead and start to widen the legs a little bit wider than hip triangle. Once there, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to sink the hips down, coming into your Malasana. Slowly but surely sink down. If you need a little bit of assistance here, you can keep your hands on the mat, or you can take a couple of blocks and just set them under your glutes and you can sit under them. Whatever variation you chose today, we're just gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm actually going to clasp my hands into prayer here as I take 2 more breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. One last breath here, inhale. And as you exhale, set your hands on the mat here, straighten out those legs as you turn your toes back parallel to the mat. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Go ahead and take a hold of opposite elbows here, coming into a ragdoll. I want you to start to sway from side to side. Taking a deep breath through your nose and a deep breath out the nose or mouth. Let's take 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and release your elbows. Set your palms against the mat here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath in as we slowly roll up to standing, nice and slow. And exhale as you lower your arms down by your side. Alrighty, we did a lot of warm-ups now. Now we're going to get ready to go into our headstand formations. So we're gonna go ahead and step back, walk back, just creating a little room here. We're going to lower down onto our knees, walking into tabletop. Let's go ahead, come into tabletop, nice and slow. There's no rush. Remember, wrists stacked under shoulders and knees stacked under hips. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you lower down onto your forearms. Hi, what's up with you? Anyway, lower down onto your forearms. You're gonna clasp your hands together, creating a little basket here. This is where your head is going to go inside of our headstand. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you start to place your head into the little basket that you just made. And we're not gonna do our headstand now. I'm just showing you guys the formation. We're not going to do it. Just showing you guys the formation. Go ahead and set your head inside your basket here. I gotta move my beads out the way. All right. Now that my head is in my little basket and my beads are out the way, I'm going to tuck my toes and I'm going to pick up my hips, kind of going into almost like a dolphin pose here. So we're just going to be walking our feet closer and closer to our head until they gradually lift. So don't lift up yet. We're just walking our feet in and then walking our feet back. Practicing that movement here. Walk your feet in and then walk the feet back. One more time. Walk your feet in. Maybe they get a little lift and then walk your feet back. If your head is feeling sensitive, just lower down onto your knees and take a little break here in child's pose, just like this. But for those of you guys who are ready to continue forward, we're gonna go back into our tabletop. Lower back down onto your forearms. Clasp your hands together, creating your basket. Move your hair out the way, just like me. Move your hair out the way. I wish I had a little hair tie or something. Anyway, go ahead and put your head inside your basket, just like so. I know, I'm doing a lot right now. I gotta move these bees on my way. All right, that's much better. That's much better for me.
How's it going now?
All right, brother, how you doing now?
Hey, man, you know it's all good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, anyway, y'all. We're gonna go ahead, like I said, tuck our toes, pick up our knees, and like I said, walk the feet in. Never jump into a headstand, y'all. Never, ever do that. You're gonna walk in and gradually lift. Just like so. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you gradually lower yourself down. Gradually. Walking your feet back out, lowering your knees back down, coming into your tabletop. If you need to rest, go into your child's pose. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. Let's walk out of our child's pose. All right, we're gonna do our headstand one more time. And then we're gonna go into our cool downs and restings. So let's go ahead. Let me move my bees back. I swear I might just take one braid and wrap it around it. I'm trying to put my hair up. It's in the way, low key, high key. Ooh. Low key, high key in the way. This is what I do when I don't have a hair tie. I take one braid and I wrap it around. Just like that, I wrap it around the whole ponytail and then I tuck it in. Or I take another braid and I tie it together. Like some strings or something. I just tie them together. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, my beads just fell out. Yes, it's all good. Let me do one more little tie so my hair can get out my way. All right, boom. Now that my hair is out my way, now we can finally go back into my headstand, because I swear, my fingers were pressing against my beads, and the beads were pressing hard against them, and I was like, that low-key kind of hurt. So yeah, now that I have a more flatter surface and my beads are out the way, now we can go back into our headstand. So let's go back into tabletop. Knees under hips. Let's move out the way. I'll pick up those beads when I'm done. Knees under hips, shoulders above wrist. Go ahead and lower down onto your forearms, just like so. Clasp the hands together and put your head, the crown of your head, inside the basket that you just made. Go ahead and place that in there, just like that. Now that the crown of my head is in the basket and the beads are not in my way anymore, now I can tuck my toes, pick up my knees, just like so, and then start to walk forward and gradually lift. Like I said, y'all, never jump into a headstand, never. Always gradually lift, never jump into a headstand. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more breath here. Exhale and release. Whew. And boom, we did that. I'm gonna go ahead and go into a child's pose. Just rest my head and neck real quick. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to come to sit up nice and slow. We're going to spin our legs around, coming into an L shape. We're going to use our hands and elbows for assistance here as we lower down onto our backs, nice and slow. We're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out here. Keeping the knees up and the feet flat against the mat. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and start to pull your knees into your chest. Hug your arms around your legs just like so. Maybe even rock from side to side, giving your lower back a little massage here. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Inhaling as we rock from side to side. Couple more breaths here. One last breath here. And as you exhale, find stillness. Keep on hugging those legs in. We're just gonna find stillness here in our little cradle or ball position. Just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and release your arms from around your legs and slowly lower those feet down back to the mat. Once your feet touch the mat, go ahead and extend those legs down, coming into your Savasana. Go ahead and rest your arms down by your side. Close your eyes if you had them open and take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Go ahead and rest your muscles, rest your joints, sink into the mat here. Rest your mind as well as we start to bring this practice to a close. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Sinking into our mat as we come into a place of stillness. I'm going to give you guys a couple more breaths of silence. I'm not going to talk. We're just going to take this time to be present in this moment. I hope that was enough time, enough moments of silence for you guys. With our next inhale, we're going to start to wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes. Start to awaken up our body once more. If you want, you can add in some rotations. Maybe start rotating your wrists, maybe even rotating your ankles. Just generating some small micro movements here. Whatever micro movements that you want to take, just go ahead and take those. And start to awaken up the body once more. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. And as you exhale, start to pick those knees back up. Set your feet flat against the mat. As you walk your feet closer to your glutes, reach your arms out. Take a hold of your legs and pull them into your chest just like so. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, roll over to your favorite side. Roll all the way over. And then take your hand, push the ground away to sit up into a seated position. Go ahead and meet me in a crisscross applesauce position here as you take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Alrighty guys, and with that we're gonna bring our practice to a close. Thank you guys for joining me today. I know I haven't been on in like forever. It's been a month. Yeah, it's been a month. But I will start being more active on this page, I swear. We will do more yoga, more fitness stuff, and I might introduce some more new things as well. But that's for the future, for future days to come. Let me just roll up this mat. I'm gonna see if we have any comments. I'm gonna read those, and then I'm going to skedaddle. Alrighty. Look, my mat is dirty now. My mat got so much dirt on it. I'm gonna wipe it off when I get inside. Alrighty. And boom. And that was our practice. Now let me go ahead and just read these comments real quick. Okay, I only see 2 comments. Alrighty. Flex said, Elif, I think this is Elif, but I can be wrong. But Elif said, hello. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for commenting. And thank y'all for watching. But that is the end of our practice. So I'm now just going to wrap this up. And I will catch you guys later whenever I do my next yoga video. So I appreciate y'all. Peace and love. Enjoy y'all day, night, morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is when you are watching this video. Enjoy yourselves. And I will catch y'all later. Peace and love. Peace and love, y'all.